Welcome back, everyone, to the Theta Communications video series. Today we're going to be diving into some Coreweave valuations, as well as some penning of deals between Meta and Google Cloud. Before we proceed, let us thank our Theta stakers as well as our Tfuel stakers over on ThetaCommunications.com. You all make this content possible, as well as make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below to boost Theta-related content in the YouTube algorithm. All right, let's head on over to the Coreweave chart to set the stage. Now, Coreweave is a business very similar to an Aether, where they stand up hardware and then they provide cloud capacity to those who need it. So the big question, though, is did they overraise their debt offering, right? Or, the shareholders are being punished as of current. If any shareholder between here and here had entered, they are completely suffering within this, because the high was 184 and now they are sitting down at an $88. More than half of the market cap has been moved right out of this thing. So the big question is, these organizations are currently living on debt and debt refinancing. And that can work for a while, and they are funded, or they don't have to pay certain liabilities down until 2028. What's concerning, though, is that this refinancing, or this debt offering, $2 billion, is specifically to pay off outstanding debt, and then it matures out into 2030 in June, but at a 9.25% interest rate. So even compounding, that is a sizable amount, and revenues have to be immense for them to dig themselves and push themselves out of this hole. And again, that's where Theta and their lightweight and nimbleness of the edge cloud, which requires very little in terms of compute capacity overhead, where they don't have to go out and buy the chips themselves, becomes a great business model. And then tandeming with Aether, which is a revenue positive business already, it'd be real interesting to compare the revenues that we're seeing with Aether and then overlap them with some of Coreweave and then try to match the ratios up. Maybe we could do that for the next video so we get a better outline. So just be mindful. This is what I mean by being sometimes first is last. And sometimes you can outraise yourself and cause more problems than good. Theta has done a great job, no matter what anyone says, with their token model, and they have been able to sustain and survive through the bear market, and now we are here, and we are knocking on the AI door, and that is the most important thing. Sometimes the best thing is to survive. So these guys are going to have a hard-pressed future with some of these debt offerings here. We'll have to see how much revenue they can generate. And from there, we're going to move on to Google and Meta here. And Google is now providing capacity to Meta. And this is because Meta has not really set up a lot of infrastructure and is realizing that they have to kind of subcontract out to GCP. And by doing so, this is really what I was talking about in the previous episode, is that they will all need to work together and act as a consortium. And that can be proven over here with the validators. I do believe that all these large companies will have to become validators to grow into the valuation. And then Theta as a token and Tfuel as the fuel becomes the driving metric, which helps all of these businesses, large cap businesses, grow into the future, right? So no matter what, the tasks of Google help the tasks of Meta, and the tasks of Microsoft help the tasks of the other ones, AWS, for example. So by doing so, by being validators, they all raise each other up. All ships rise with the tide. So, and that's really because they will end up outspending each other and causing massive valuation swings for the indexes. So basically an index of validators between these large companies, or a consortium of them, is needed to prevent the major ebb and flow on a lot of retiree savings, right? Because these large companies make up a huge chunk, and if they are constantly causing each other pain and raising or creating products that cost 100 million and then copying for only 6 million, you're causing immense pain in the valuation process for investors and for the retirees. So we're going to see more of this. I believe in that for sure. I think that is clear. We don't have an AWS validator yet, but we do see that AWS is sponsoring the Theta Eurocon Blockjam Hackathon. So very exciting to see that as well too. So we have all these coordinating entities that are all surrounding and orbiting Theta right now. So with that orbit, I think slowly but surely they will get pulled in by the gravity and the need to create this consortium of validators. So cannot overemphasize that. And as we can see, JE is continually adding and incorporating new models to the Edge Cloud platform. Really excited about this because this acts as a gate for all the new users and all the organizations and universities to access and utilize at a lower rate. All right, everyone, I hope you have found this video well. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, and as always, I will see you on Tfuel Island. Take care. Bye-bye.